better than any of the big three. 100% correct. It does not come close to any of the big three.
I just want to say this is no hate to Tizzy whatsoever. Now, this is what we need to talk about when it comes to the key points of how we know if something is better than something else objectively. One is the attention rate. Does the fan base stay there even after the series ends, and let's say they get a sequel, something after that? Do they love it and do they stay with it? Is it good quality? If not, then we know that it's not going to be better than another anime, because we can tell that the attention rate for it and how bad the quality is not there. Next is the manga sales. Yes, manga sales do matter. If you only have 10 manga sales, you're not going to say that yours is objectively better than One Piece when One Piece has 516 million. Yes, manga sales 100% matter. It is one of the biggest things that can determine whether your series is better than another or not. Again, it's a big thing, but it's not the only thing. When it comes to the attention rate, if I'm not mistaken, when Shippuden ended, it had 250 million manga sales. And then when Boruto came into play, it took them 7 years of active making new content for them to make 3.5 million manga sales for Boruto. Specifically Boruto, not the entirety of the Naruto series, just Boruto. That proves right there that the Boruto series was not good. It cannot keep its fans. It cannot keep its attention with its new content because the content is absolute dog doo-doo. That's just the facts of it. That's objective, not subjective. You may subjectively like it, but objectively, the fans have just left it. The fans have even said that it's trash. Everybody who liked the original OG Naruto and Shippuden do not like Boruto because it has a lot of bad qualities. But now when it comes to Dragon Ball, the fans stayed. And it even gained more fans. When Dragon Ball ended, Dragon Ball Z specifically, it had 160 million manga sales. And after it came back, after 20 years, it was able to hit 350 million manga sales. If you do not know, that is almost 200 million manga, because why would it sell that much if it is absolute trash? Why would it sell even a fraction of that if its quality was bad? It was not, its pacing was horrible, its introduction and all these new characters were not even relevant and nothing mattered. It got that point of how many manga sales, and again, its attention rate stayed, its fans stayed, and actually superseded its previous fans, and now they have more fans than they ever have before, while Boruto can't. Now when it comes to Bleach, which you can't see behind his head, after Bleach was gone for about 7 years, back in 2014 or 2016, it had about 95 million manga sales. Now, as of today, it has over 130 million manga sales. And that is just from the trailer of Thousand Year Blood War. That wasn't even season 1 of Thousand Year Blood War. Now, with that being said, yes, absolutely came back, pushed out good numbers. Its attention rate was still there, but not to the point of of Dragon Ball, unfortunately. It did not get the same fans that were all there from the beginning. They did not come back. Again, very unfortunate. A lot of them did, but it did not keep its same fan base. It did not keep a lot of new people there. Again, it's unfortunate, but it did not do better than Dragon Ball when it came back after 20 years. Proving that the longevity of Dragon Ball is greater not only than Boruto and Naruto, but also greater than Bleach. Now, when it comes to One Piece and Dragon Ball, they are basically the same, right? And I'm going to explain why. So back in 2014, which is when this basically started up with Dragon Ball Super, and this is when it had 320 million manga sales. In the 10 years they have both been running, they both have basically made 200 million manga sales. Went from 160 to 350 million, while One Piece went from 320 to 516 million. But the difference between the two is that One Piece had to continuously make content for over 20 years to make that type of manga sales and keep that same attention rate for One Piece, while Dragon Ball could be gone for 20 years, come back for 10 years, and make the exact same amount of manga sales and keep this in, actually supersede the attention rate it had before by over 138%. My bad, 125%. But now when it comes down to their popularity, One Piece is not worldwide. Its majority fans are from Japan. That is very unfortunate. While Dragon Ball is way more worldwide than it has ever been in the past, and its majority content that is being consumed is not from Japan. So while One Piece is, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's like 60-70% of its fan base is from Japan, and only about 30 to 40% of it is worldwide, Dragon Ball is around, I think, 60-70% worldwide, while it's 30-40% is from Japan. And that just proves that Dragon Ball worldwide is just a more popular and loved anime. It is not only more iconic, more popular, and it has broken the internet, has national holidays, it has parades in its name yearly, which One Piece is now starting to do. Before, it wasn't really like that, wasn't really all that popular. Maybe they be there here and there, that's fine. But I will say this much about One Piece. Out of these four right here, it's gonna go Dragon Ball, One Piece, Bleach, and then Naruto. That's just how it's gonna be. So yeah, no. In no way, shape, or form is Dragon Ball not better than the big three whatsoever. Again, attention rate, the manga sales, the quality, how popular it is worldwide, not just in your nation, right? Because let's say 100% of the people were from Japan and no one else outside of Japan ever watched it, except for maybe, let's say, 100,000 people. You could never say this was a good and popular worldwide anime or manga. That is just a nationwide popularity thing, right? So we can't even give that to One Piece. But I'm not going to dog on it. One Piece is one of the greatest, and I will put it at the second greatest manga and anime of all time, due to the fact that it took 10 more years of One Piece going out just to surpass Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball never stopped, kept on going for its entire 20 years. It would have, one, kept Shueisha alive, it would have kept Shonen Jump alive, it would have kept them all alive. One Piece would have never been the face of it, would have never saved it. It would have still been Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball would have exceeded those numbers to this day. They would have brought in a bunch of brand new things. At some point, Toritaro would have came in. I think then that's when Dragon Ball Super Story would have kind of continued, but it would have been a little bit different in a way. But again, my personal opinion, you don't have to like it, but let me know what you guys think.